Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Floor Studio. I'm your man in Japan, Jay Contra, and I'm here to talk about the most recent Pokemon set here in Japan. This is Tag All-Stars. I'll go into how I feel about the set in a few minutes. What I want to talk about in the beginning is what this set is, because I've seen a lot of pack openings on YouTube. I've seen some information floating around the English internet about what this is, but I've not really seen it comprehensively put together in video form. Tag All-Stars is sort of the capstone of the last 2 years of the Pokemon trading card game. It's a reprint set, although it does add in some new cards. It reprints cards from, I think, the sets released from Ultra Sun and Moon to the present. I don't know if it includes reprints of things like Dream League or Alter Genesis. I don't know. What I do know is that this is this year's high-class pack. Now, high-class packs are different from regular set releases, one, because they have more cards inside them. Usually, Japanese booster packs have 5 cards inside them. This high-class pack has 10 cards in it, and it also is packed with a lot more value, and that value comes at a cost because normal Japanese booster packs cost about $1.50. These packs, however, cost anywhere from $5 to $5.50, depends on the exchange rate as well as your source. You can usually get these pretty cheap on Japanese Amazon. Inside these booster packs, you will also get one guaranteed GX card. You will get a guaranteed holographic energy card. You will also get 2 holofoils, and those holofoils, I believe, are reprints of rares from previous sets. You also get a parallel foil. The thing about this reprint set here is that all of the, I guess, regular like Pokemon and trainer cards also have parallel foil cards. And that means this set has about 100, that's, it's got about, doing my J Contra math real quick, like 360 plus cards in the entire set. And also each pack contains 10 total cards, whereas a normal pack comes with 5 cards, if I didn't say that before. This, again, it's a reprint set, although it does include secret rare cards with new art of past cards. So functional reprints with a new art, which I think is really cool. And the best cards in this set are, of course, the gold cards. You've got gold cards of Reshiram and Charizard, Mewtwo and Mew, and a couple of other of the GX tag teams. And so yes, the gold cards I think are cool in terms of a chase aspect, but they're not shiny cards, and honestly sometimes the art kind of looks illegible. It's like you can't really tell what's going on. You can't even tell who the Pokemon cards are supposed to represent. So that's kind of my mixed feelings as a collector for this set. On the one hand, I appreciate it as sort of a modern collector in terms of its absolutely obliterated card prices for the more recent sets. I opened a box of Miracle Twin. I had fun opening it, but I did not get the Mew and the Mewtwo GX card. So I normally, like when the set would have first come out, it would have cost about $15 to pick up that set. It's dropped because of this set, as well as the massive reprint wave of all of the past sets from the last 2 years, which happened in about August. That $15 card has now dropped to about $3. So I do like it because it has made it easier for people to get into the hobby, because we need to remember this is a children's card game and children can't afford $15 for a competitive card. So we need to keep that in mind. But what happens when you compare this to other high-class packs like Ultra Shiny and Battle Boost? When you look at it from a long-term perspective, Battle Boost is a $400 booster box now. And that is really only because it has the $150 Lillie card in it. It is insane to me that that secret rare card alone, when it first came out, was about $300 here in Japan. Even after rotation, it's still worth $150, meaning a really high expected value from the box. And the thing about the modern Japanese Pokemon TCG is that basically all of the cards are worthless, except for maybe 1 or 2 of the secret rares. And that's what can really make a box really expensive as opposed to really cheap. If a set has no expensive cards in it, that box is going to sit at about $40 to $50 all day. There's still boxes from, I think, X and Y that you can still pick up quite cheap. It's also not ultra shiny. That's another big problem with this set. Ultra shiny, yes, a lot of the base cards were reprints from the original Sun and Moon era, but you at least had those shiny cards to go after. And I don't know what it is about those shiny cards. Maybe it's just having the Pokemon, be represented in a different way with the cool holographic foiling and the different colors. There's just something about that chase aspect to those rare cards that is really appealing, that really only exists in the gold cards here. And honestly, the gold cards just aren't really that. They're striking only because of the gold aspect of them, not because the artwork is actually that cool. But a lot of the secret rares do have fantastic art for iconic characters. So while I myself don't see, I'm not going to be opening this set, I think. I've got a box here. I'm probably just going to keep this for my personal collection. But I'm not going to open it because I want the original prints of these cards, so I'm going to open the previous sets. I'm going to open their boxes, which are super cheap. I can walk down to a store right now and I can pick up a regular booster box of basically any Japanese set, aside from Ultra Shiny, which is about $80. I could pick up a regular booster box for about $40 now here in Japan. So I'd much rather do that than open this set. However, if you are a new collector, if you're just only recently getting into collecting Japanese cards, this is a fantastic set that I absolutely recommend you pick up, just because it's got so many cool cards. It's got that incredible variety. The trainers don't really have that much appeal to me, and I don't think they have a lot of appeal to a lot of collectors who are not playing the game. But there's so many cool cards in this. They're not the original printing, and so that's why I'm not really into the set. And then as a kind of sort of way to wrap up this video, I wanted to talk about where the Pokemon card game is going in general. When you look at the last 2 years, really basically everything since 2016, the Pokemon TCG in Japan, ever since 2016, has been absolutely destroying it. They've been hitting it out of the park. I don't know any more sports references because I don't like sports. I like Pokemon cards. But when you look at basically everything since the XY Break 20th Anniversary Collection, that really started this trend where after the release of Pokemon Go, the card game was really targeting collectors. You had GX Ultra Shiny, Battle Boost, Shining Legends, and then you get this where it's just a reprint set. It feels very much like they were targeting the players, which I get from in terms of long-term sustainability. That's where you want to be. When you look at 2019, there hasn't really been, in terms of the premium products, in terms of the non-regular sets, there's nothing that's been super appealing to me. Because when you look at it, earlier this year, you had Detective Pikachu come out, which I love the movie. Actually, the movie is kind of single-handedly responsible for getting me back after 20 years into the card game and really the franchise as a whole. But the card set was not great. I had a bunch of friends, after seeing the movie, they picked up the nice display boxes for the set. It had the giant promo card in it. It had a few of the packs. It had, what was the set they came out with it in Japan? I think it was Sky Legend. Sky Legend was my first set getting back into the game. And that was absolutely fun to open. Detective Pikachu, the cards really aren't that great when they're just copying the screenshots from the movie and putting it into card form. And then at the end of 2019, you get this set. It just kind of feels that like the collectors have been left to the side this year, which, let's put this into perspective. This is a bunch of dots printed on pieces of paper that are meant for a children's card game. I'm hoping that with the start of the Sun and Shield, with the start of the Sword and the Shield era, I hope they kind of come back, give us some shiny Pokemon to chase after, give us some cool sets that we can collect. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to Sword and Shield coming out in a little bit. Fantastic, grade A set, Tag Team All-Stars. It's just not for me, and I don't think it's going to be for anyone who's been collecting for the last 2 years of the Pokemon TCG. Again, If you are just coming back into the hobby, if you have any interest, if you don't have any Japanese Pokemon cards, and you really want to get into it, buy a few boxes of this. You will not be disappointed. That's all I have to say, especially since I've been rambling. I've been your man in Japan, Jay Contra. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And mahalo.